And here's what's so hypocritical. In February of this year, 44 Democrats, including Schumer, voted for a bill that had $25 billion for a wall. In 2013, Schumer helped create a bill that I was part of that had $8 billion for a wall, $42 billion for securing the border in other ways. So they want Trump to lose more than they want the country to win. They voted for large amounts of money to secure the border before. They just don't want to do it for Trump.
Senator McConnell wanted me to negotiate the wall with President Trump. I said to him two things. First, it's not a negotiation, no wall. And second, I said only you can persuade him that he shouldn't do the wall because it'll cause a government shutdown. Illegal immigration is wrong.
Senator Schumer, I know you're an honest guy. Democratic leader Chuck Schumer of New York. Senator Schumer, I know you're an honest guy. New York. Senator Schumer, I know you're an honest guy, and I know that you have true emotions as me too, a grandson of immigrants, and I don't see anything wrong with little tears for the grandparents. What you did feel when you heard about this ban?
Well, first, I'm not going to respond to Donald Trump and dignify these comments. He ought to just repeal this awful order, which is likely to be declared unconstitutional.
The nation's highest court upheld its newest version, giving the president a large legal victory.
Will still happen. The bottom line is very, very simple. This order, in the eyes of most legal scholars, is unconstitutional. I'm vehemently opposed to it substantively, but there's another point, too. This Trump administration put together as if it was, sort of on the back of an envelope.
We begin tonight with a huge win for President Trump. The U.S. Supreme Court has let stand the president's travel ban.
If they don't change, there are going to be more incidents like this over and over and over again. And I am very hopeful that in March we will have a bipartisan bill. And, it's obvious. If a Democrat, the president or anyone else, puts out what they want on their own, it's going to be different than when you have a bipartisan agreement. But the only way we're going to get something done is with a bipartisan agreement. So I'm happy with the president. He's given us the space, and I'm optimistic we can get something done.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck.
We shouldn't shut down the government over a dispute.
They're scrambling to not give him $5 billion for a wall. But for some reason, the Democrats were able to find $150 billion for Barack Obama to give to Iran.
If he sticks to his position for a $5 billion wall, he will get no wall, and he will get a shutdown. Bipartisan agreement. So I'm happy with the president. He's given us the space, and I'm optimistic we can get something done. Is that illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple. Until the American people are convinced that we will stop future flows of illegal immigration, we will make no progress on dealing with the millions of illegal immigrants who are here now, and on rationalizing our system of legal immigration. It's plain and simple and unavoidable. Americans do. Donald Trump has tried to make immigrants into either criminals or terrorists. When we use phrases like undocumented workers, we convey a message to the American people that their government is not serious about combating illegal immigration, which the American people overwhelmingly oppose. If you don't think it's illegal, you're not going to say it. I think it is illegal and wrong, and we have to change it. Above all else, the American people want their government to be serious about protecting the public, enforcing the rule of law, and creating a rational system of legal immigration that will proactively fit our needs rather than reactively responding to future waves of illegal immigration. People who enter the United States without our permission are illegal aliens, and illegal aliens should not be treated the same as people who entered the U.S. legally. The comprehensive immigration reform bill must recognize this fact.
When I saw President Trump say the things that he said yesterday, I thought, exactly, that is the man I voted for. We voted for the wall. We voted for someone who's going to stand up for border enforcement, border security, and for our border protection agents, and that's what President Trump did. Of course it made Chuck and Nancy uncomfortable. They have no problem spending taxpayer dollars on illegal immigrants or other worthless projects, but they have trouble spending $5 billion to secure this country and to protect American interests. I'm sorry. I think the American people are behind the president. We want the wall, and I think we're going to get the wall.
Well, the president separated those two, and they kept looking at each other after they were talking, not making eye contact with the president. Watch this.
The point is that there are equities to be weighed, and we're here to have a conversation in a prayerful way, so I don't think we should have a debate in front of the press on this. Let us have our conversation, then we can meet with the press again.
That's our proposal. If it's good then, it's good now, and it won't shut down the government.
Chuck, we can build a much bigger section with more money.
Let's debate in private. Okay? Yeah, let's debate in private.
It came in here in good faith, and we're entering into this kind of a discussion in the public view.
But it's not bad, Nancy.
No,
it's called transparency.
So, I mean, he's saying it. If I'm going to say the same thing behind closed doors that I'm going to say in front of the camera, so what's the difference is the president's point.
Well, of course, and what this president has done over and over again is say, I'm going to be direct with the American people. This is what I want. This is what you elected me to get done. And the Democrats don't like it, but he's going to call them to the carpet, and he's going to say, you know what, we want to see where you two stack up on this, and we want the American people to see where you stack up. Of course, it made him uncomfortable, but me as a Trump supporter, as an American, I loved watching it.